meeting to order. We will do our pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Denise, we'll do roll call, please. Okay, Debbie? Here. Dave?
Here.
Carolyn? Here. Norm?
Here.
Joe?
Here.
Okay, comments from the audience? Everybody's gonna talk as it is, huh? Right. Okay, approval of minutes, town board meeting January 12th, 2015. Has everyone gone over them? We have a motion to accept, to approve the minutes.
I will make that motion.
Okay.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the minutes of town board meeting January 12th, 2015. Any discussion? We'll take a vote.
Debbie?
Aye.
Dave?
Aye.
Carolyn?
Aye.
Norm?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Okay, we'll go right to reports. I heard nothing from anyone on the plan, from the planning commission. And we did get Rodney's report. He could not find anyone to cover for him tonight, and he's scheduled to work, so I told him we'll just give us all a copy of the report. Kevin Schmidtke did resign his position from the department on the 4th of February. And we have this Travis Patton, who is the 17-year-old, and Amy, I can't remember her, Siegel, are both in the firefighter class. So I do know that's going on. He did have me, Rod asked me to ask the state if they had some kind of a form, you know, that kind of waived us from, or a waiver for Travis to be on the department.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, no, they had no such form. So.
And his dad signed the forms.
His dad signed the form, so we're pretty
And
well
he can't
covered.
go on fires and, okay.
Yeah, that kind of thing, so,
He's in training, as
yes.
He's
Yeah.
your new bathroom cleaner, huh?
he said. We all started here.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
Yeah, and he said he'll be 18 before he's done with his training. So.
Yep.
Yeah. So, that's good.
Mhm.
Okay, Ruth.
Papers have lots of articles on the library lately.
Yes.
I think Lori's putting one in the first week of every month, which kind of is her report. There have been several others though. One regarding the Give a Kid a Book program, and the storytime sessions are listed. There were details on how to get into the access the digital magazines, and again more information on the volunteer groups that are going out to the schools after hours for the kids that are staying in that network group. They're all posted back there on the bulletin board. And then our last one in last night's paper has 7 different activities that are happening on Tuesday night. And they range from children, families, to adult type things that are going on. So
Every Tuesday?
every Tuesday,
Wow.
starts the 12th and goes through March 14th. Everything from this is Crop Circles of Wisconsin, Decoupage with Dinners, a recipe club, family history, read to a dog is always a popular one, puppet craft night, and so that read to the dog works.
Okay.
Well, the dog can
when would you like to have your articles in for the next newsletter? What date would you like to set? 1st of March or?
Is that timely enough?
When is the spring election?
It's April 7th.
April 7th. That should be, if by first week of March. Would that work?
Well, you guys are gonna have your financial statement in there, aren't you, or no?
Yeah, but that's, I don't think that'll affect. Oh, I thought you were talking about our report, our financial report. Yeah, when will we get that done?
Because we used to put that in there.
Yeah,
Annual report for.
Yeah.
The
I think
annual
we-
report.
I think we can shoot for having it done by then. That gives
By
us.
March 1st?
First week of March, in there. We should-
So all the reports by the first week of March?
It's tax season.
I know. I can't give you till the mid of April.
About end of April.
Sorry. So
March
first
Okay.
of March. And we'll take it from there.
okay. Okay. And then you'll mail it out when?
What do you think, Denise?
I would say probably between the 3rd and 4th week of
March.
March to get that out.
Yeah, we should try, if we get everything in by the first week of March, get it to the printers that second week of March. It's about a week and a half turn. I'd say just as fast as they can get it turned around and.
Third or fourth week of March.
Yeah,
Okay.
So they have it a week ahead of time
yeah.
before election.
They won't know what to do with that.
All right. Okay. Anything else?
That should do it.
That should do it, okay. I have several things here. One of you was the county assessment resurface, well, this assessment thing has, in his new budget, there are some new provisions here that they, and they want us to respond. Jim Kurtzwell does. And they want this provision that was in there removed from that. What is, I can't remember here.
Basically, it's going to be, it's something that was in one of Doyle's budgets and got removed quite a
Oh,
few years ago.
okay.
And it's basically taking the assessor's job, as I understand it, the way he explained it, out of local control, and it's going to the county. The county's gonna be totally in charge of assessments. And they're gonna send to us and tell us what the assessments are, and what the taxes are, and what everything's gonna be. So,
When is that supposed to go into effect?
it's in this year's budget.
It's in this year's budget, so it
Which
depends on
we're
whether the
starting to
budget
discuss
passes or
right now,
not.
so it's important that people contact
That's why you've got the list of
lawmakers to.
your
I
legislators.
didn't even look at my emails today. I think it came in today.
When did it come in?
Today.
Today.
I was gonna say, I looked at mine at 6 this morning
Yeah,
before I went
yeah.
to bed.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, so anyway, we need to respond to them. I mean, I don't know that we want,
And it wouldn't be responded, I don't think the town would be responding, it would be.
Each of us
people,
individually.
Individual people, it's something.
Right.
yes.
Well, I think they tried to implement that once before, and there was big pushback.
Mhm.
And,
But we need to make sure that our
Yeah, read that,
lawmakers are
John.
prized and ready to push back.
right, because when it gets out of the local control, then, you know, the state will come in and they'll assign somebody, and he has this much area to cover in this much time, and there's no visual house-to-house check like there is with local control, and so it's kind of a hodgepodge deal, like hit and miss.
Well, how do they do border review? I mean, if they're gonna be doing their own
Well, they have
assessments
to,
and.
yeah, it'll be,
I don't know how that's, there's nothing explaining what it's gonna be, it's just that
Or how much it's gonna cost.
maybe,
Right.
I don't know if there's access to any of that stuff anywhere or not. I think it's important to contact our representatives and let them know that we are concerned.
Okay, then I have several things here. I have another article, actually two articles that came to me from, there were two independent articles about this wind sighting report. Apparently the state legislature created the Wind Sighting Council, and there are 8. Let me see if I can find it. I was going to mark it here and then I didn't do it. Now I have to find it. It's essential to understand that how the council is comprised. The majority, 8 members, are advocates for wind energy, many with financial interest in the wind development and some being benefactors of tax subsidies. The minority, 6 members, are primarily focused on health and safety issues. So there's quite a difference in their opinions, and this is going out, and it has to do about, you know, the noise and the distance from homes and so forth. It's very interesting. If somebody wants copies of this, I'll be happy to. Actually, you can have it, or whoever would like it, because it's interesting to see what the differences have to say. It's just actually a FYI thing that is going on. The other thing here, another thing is the letter from the Marshfield Utilities. We are preparing for the County Road E reconstruction project, which is in approximately 4 to 5 months.
I think everybody got those.
You got this one?
I think we got this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got that one too?
We did.
Okay. I wasn't sure what all you had included in it.
Yeah.
So.
We got a mail to our house. That's what we
Probably
got.
anybody that's on too.
Oh, maybe, because
Yeah.
I did not. This was
Well,
an
let's
email.
see what they figure, you and I, yeah.
Your Marshfield Utilities, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Alliant.
So I did already have a call from a resident saying, what are they doing out there? So,
Did you tell them to call one of these numbers?
I didn't have this paper at that time, no, so,
If they got the letter, they got the right numbers to call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so,
This is kind of related to this because the light out here at the pavilion is on and off periodically. So do we have to call that says questions regarding outage or work being performed can be directed? Maybe we should.
actually, Pat told me that the one on 97 and Drake goes off and on also. So I think that they just need to we do need to call them.
Check them.
But I
Yeah.
think those two lights are different companies. I
Correct.
think the one at the pavilion is Marshall Utilities, and the one we were talking about on
Is
97
Alliant.
is
Yeah,
Alliant.
you betcha. Yeah.
So they still need to be. And
Yeah.
actually, do you know on the invoices, is that one light that we're paying for over there on Drake and 97? Because I think there are 2 lights on that corner.
The Alliant bill just says street lighting.
Right.
So it doesn't say how many.
The Marshall utility bill, well, what do we get? We get a bill for each of those street lights, don't
We
we?
do, but Marshall, I just paid that bill today and it just said street lighting as near as I can.
But it says somewhere on there, because there's 2 bills. One says Man and Eve, one says Man and St. Joe's
Mhm.
on the bill somewhere. It says
Oh,
that.
maybe that
But
was
that
the-
bill we get from Alliant just says street lighting.
That's what
Right,
I'm
so
saying.
that would
What it
be-
said today.
So there's one on the corner of Drake and 97, Cherry and 97, and Stott and 97.
And that would all be on that one bill then.
Did the numbers kind of correlate, or is it more for?
The one bill just has like one number, $37.
How much?
37, I think it was.
And I thought it was like $10 per light per month, right?
Yeah, so that would be
That's
about
about
right then.
right.
Yeah, with all
For
the
3
fees.
lights.
There isn't a separate light on T in 97, is
That's what I was saying, it was T, it's right there by the, and then the other one is Drake in 97. They're right there, very close together. So,
I don't think we're responsible for the one at T and 97, but I think we are responsible because they had trouble digging the hole for the one on Drake in 97 when we installed it, because that's solid rock there.
Oh,
And they had a well driller come in and dig the hole, as I remember.
so
On
who
Drake
would
in
be,
97. So
okay.
that would be our responsibility, but the one on T in 97,
Is the county taking that?
and that's what I'm assuming, but I
Oh,
don't know.
okay.
Because that's a county road and
And Man and E, you got that one taken care of, didn't you, Carolyn? You called Jim Greaseback
Yes,
on that?
well, that's down here on the, under new business, so we can go there with that. On my, back up to my report here, then, I did call Rural Mutual after, finding out about the 17-year-old, and I wanted to make sure that he was gonna be covered under that. And, so she took all the information down and said she would just notify him, but he would be covered under, you know,
General.
under the fire department
Mhm.
policy part. And the other thing that she said is that she was adding Gus Wenzel's address to our policy because with his kennels there now, that needed to, and he was constable, that also needed to be added. And I said, are there any charges for any of this? She said, no, 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 it's just that they need to be on the policy. So there, that is gonna be added. I haven't told Gus, he'll be very happy about that. That's why he's kinda had his, well, he'll be happy because that's why he would not let people just bring their dogs in or be dropped off or, you know, so he didn't want all those people because he didn't want to be paying for all that liability.
Mhm.
So he'll be happy about that. The other thing that we need to take note of is our annual meeting was set for April 14th of this year. And that needs to be changed to the 21st. So last year when that went into effect, that we had to, the supervisors and so forth had to stay an extra week. It was always the second Tuesday that the new people took over. They moved it up so that everybody had to stay on an extra week last year. And at that time, that changed also, the annual meeting to the third Tuesday. Well, when we set it, I think we knew that, but we didn't realize, and we were okay. How did that go in? What we did is we just subtracted it in. Yeah. But it doesn't work. So the annual meeting will be April 21st.
the other issue I had with Jennifer and I hadn't got an answer back was whether we had a static water source or hydrant. We had a question. If I remember the audience, if you remember last board meeting or a couple of board meetings ago, I did ask her about that. She was gonna research it, but hasn't called me back. So anybody within a certain distance of a hydrant, and my question to her was, we have a hydrant that is capable of more water production or more water availability than what a city hydrant would be, which is in our station. And the question, I think, was from Larry C.A. for whether he would qualify by being closer to the closest hydrant. And so I referred that to her, and we gave her the stats for what we could pump per minute. And I haven't got the answer back, so I need to call her back.
Oh, yeah.
She said she was gonna look at it and pump back, so.
Okay. All right. I think I'm finished.
Nice God.
So Dave, it's you.
The highway things are, well, I guess, chirping along pretty good. We did have some more repair work, and I think I told you about that on that one truck. Salt availability is adequate. We had a few complaints, I guess you had mentioned, people still pushing snow across the right-of-ways into the ditch on the other side, but we haven't been inundated with a lot of snow, so I guess everything is pretty
Okay.
copacetic,
And
as
it's
they
usually
say.
the same ones that are pushing it across the road all the
Yeah,
time.
he said I could write them all down, but
Well, he should, because didn't we decide that I have that letter that I can give to him?
I
Mhm.
think he could probably
Well,
give me a
maybe
list.
I'll call,
Yeah, with February, end of February, beginning of March, you never know how much snow we're gonna get.
Yep. Yeah, could be a lot. Could have more enough between now and the end than
I just
we
don't
have so
want-
far.
Yeah. You never know.
okay, all right. Anything else?
That's all I have unless somebody has some questions.
Okay. And Deb?
The website's coming along, I just, emailed it to Denise, and I think you looked at it too.
Mm-hmm.
There need to be some corrections put in there, and we need to download more, the rest of what we want, but he does have it up and getting closer to running, so. It's getting there.
Yeah, it's very close,
Mm-hmm.
thank God.
I'm working on it, well, he's working on it.
Yeah.
Denise is gonna be working on it.
So
So
we
what you're
got-
gonna have to do is get a hold of him and ask him how to download he said he can walk you through the majority of that,
Okay.
and then any corrections that we, well, you know, you gotta take Jeff off of there and put Joe on, and,
Yeah, there's a lot of that. I mean, almost everything on there's
yeah,
2
but
years
he
old.
didn't, yeah, because he took it off the old website. So, and then we're gonna wanna download like the contract for, the pavilion. We're also gonna have to get a hold of the fire department, and see what they wanna download to the fire department area. I don't know, when you looked at that, do we need more menus on there? You know, part of the menu, do we need
I
more than
didn't, I
that?
don't remember.
Oh, you really studied it well.
Well, I know, well, but I looked at that list, but I don't remember now whether,
I mean, do we need more categories, is what I'm saying, or is that all pretty, I think it's pretty well covered, we
I-
might have to look a little bit, because I know like joint plan commission is in there, and
Yeah.
so is the plan commission, and we need to find out from them what they want to put in there, and Joe, if you got anything for like the weight limits or anything on that order that we can put on there?
Highway, huh?
That'll have to be with highway, with a
Right.
separate
Yeah,
place where they can click on to find out what they gotta do for a permit, yes.
right, so we'll need to
That
get
should be
that
highways.
put in there, and then, the newsletter, we'll want to put that in there.
Yeah.
Garbage schedule. I mean, there's a lot to put in there yet, but, you know, it's all updated stuff, so.
Did we get a settlement on the numbers? Because somebody had charged somebody like $120 versus $20, or you and I talked.
When I
briefly
talked to
about
John, we had received a bill for the registration for the year, whatever it was, $100 and whatever dollars it was. And when I had talked to John about it from Auburndale, he said that shouldn't be more than $20.
Right.
So we haven't paid that bill from Solaris, but we can't cancel everything yet until we get this completely set up and going. So just kind of leave it to hang out there, and then we'll have them bill us for the final whatever and be done with it. So, but according to John, on our old website, it shouldn't have been due until November of this year.
oh,
So,
okay.
so whatever you guys want on the website, you just have to get it together and let us know.
Okay. And Joe, what was it that you said that, even though your name isn't on there, you said something about next agenda, we need to have,
I'll be working on that, on the permitting part of that implements husbandry. It hasn't been a real important, because it's not gonna, nobody's gonna be looking for that yet,
yeah,
but we need to get that in line, and
Oh, yeah.
Denise got me a contact through the state, and that's, I've gotta get back on that website again. I printed off the permits that the state recommends that could use, and I was assuming we were just gonna be having permits available, but it sounds like they actually want it to be done online, and they're gonna take care of it, and then get us the
oh,
permits, the state.
so you just have
I
to
gotta
go.
find that out for sure, and I'll know that next month, so make sure I'm on there next month.
Okay, got it, I already got it, I got it starred right here.
So that involves anybody that's within the township that is hauling,
There's gonna be
plus
running.
anybody that's coming in from the outside, correct?
That's right. Anybody that's traveling on our roads with something that's overweight, over length, over height, over width.
So anybody that's renting ground to a larger farmer or whatever on the outside of the McMillan Township home manure or
Yeah.
stuff out, in or out,
If they're going on our roads, yeah.
that are using our roads need a permit, yeah, so.
And then the permits for state, county, and us are gonna be all pretty much, they're all the same because we chose that one option.
Yeah,
The
what we're
permits are gonna
allowing-
be
What
pretty
we're
much,
allowing is the same as what the state is allowing it.
yeah, yeah,
And I'm assuming the county allowed the same thing.
yes, they did. Mhm. So, okay.
Excuse me, Denise, can our newsletter be put out on the web when that's up and running?
Yeah, that's the goal.
Put it on the website, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Any further business that we need to speak to at this point? Then we'll move on to the clerk report.
Okay, my report is the third page of the Stable financial packet, the last page there.
I don't think I
Know
know.
what your name is?
Is that this?
Pardon me?
Know what your name is?
The one with my name at the bottom there. That's the one.
It's got a staple on
Yeah. I didn't get one. Thanks, Ruth.
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you a minute?
You know what Carolyn did, because I said to Ann, she likes to get her stuff out of the box.
And so it's in your office?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Well, you wanna look with Norman?
Yours is over there.
Yeah.
We'll share it.
I'm sorry, I forgot. It's-
Yeah, okay.
All right,
Shall we keep thinking of
should I?
an explanation?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So the beginning balance, on January first was $241,740.89. And then I added in the December tax collections and the interest on those tax, collections to bring the, beginning balance to $2,026,107.08. In January, total receipts were $886,479.44. But of that number, $858,422.90, that was all tax related. It's all detailed there. The regular receipts for January, $28,056.54. So then you can see we have all the disbursements paid out to the schools, the state, and the county, totaling $1,421,319.12. Other disbursements for January were $27,531.32. And then we, of course, made the monthly payroll adjustments, bringing the ending cash balance to $1,460,401.32.
What are other disbursements?
That's everything January, I mean payroll, all the bills.
Okay.
All the bills other than the
Okay.
taxes
That'd be
paid.
through January 31st.
Yes. No, yes.
Okay.
So then, for the check register, that's this side of the page. And, this is the checks that were written since the last meeting, January 13th through today. And they totaled $81,177.19. And that includes checks numbered 13249 through 13303, excluding check number 13253, that was paid last month. And then checks numbered 37, 38, and 41.
Well, what was 132532? I don't have my.
13253, that is not, that was paid last month.
But we had numbers before that. So how did that get in there?
How does it- Well, because, I'm trying to remember what the 13249, what were those? Okay, see the 13249 through 13252, that was payroll. So I wrote the checks, but they weren't payable till, Thursday.
Mhm.
But then we had our meeting on Monday, so a bill came in
Mhm.
and I'd already written the payroll check, so I had to,
Okay, right track.
yeah,
13253 is Frontier Communications.
yeah, and that was last.
Ooh, look at those tires for the grader. $2,100.
That was, and that was 4 of them, that was retreads. And that's pretty cheap compared to new.
So most of these are just, most of these are
A lot of them are refund on the
taxes,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the financial statement and the checks listed as 13249 through 13303, excluding check number 13253, and including checks 37, 38, and 41.
I'll second that.
Okay, the motion has been made to approve the clerk's financial report and checks 13249 through 13303, excluding check 13253, and then also including checks 37, 38, and 41. Is there any discussion?
I think we did that part already.
I think so. Okay. Can we vote?
Debbie,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Carolyn,
Aye.
Norm,
Aye.
and Joe.
Aye.
Okay, so then we'll move to Ann.
The checking account balance was $122,823.53. Outstanding checks were $3,131.30, leaving a checking account balance on January 31st of $119,692.23. The fire department equipment CD is $4,100. The public works replacement apparatus CD is $60,137.51. We renewed that in January and added the $20,000 to that CD. The park fund savings account is $15,001.41. The volunteer firefighters savings account is $43,117.23. The tax savings account is $1,218,352.94. Total cash on hand January 31st is $1,460,401.32.
Move to approve the treasurer's report as presented.
I'll second.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve the treasurer's report. Is there any discussion?
When do we have to make that fire truck payment? It's March, isn't it?
Yeah, and
Okay.
this, I have this right here, and that's part of my discussion. That mortgage payment is due March 1st, correct? I think so.
March
I
1st.
thought it was,
March, it's in March.
Is it?
okay.
Mhm.
I
Yes.
have it on the calendar, but I thought it was later, but.
It may be a little later than that, but I think that we need to be prepared for that payment.
Yeah.
So that will be coming out of, that'll be approved, is
Well, it
that-
should be approved now then.
well, that's what I was, we need to check the date that that is due.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't know how, there will be 50, I'm sorry, I'm not well prepared on this one.
Way to go, Carolyn.
Because our part will be, because it's not a total of just $30,000. It's a different amount than that, but
I
it's
was
right.
gonna say, is it 30,000 plus interest, or is it? No, because it's,
No, the amount was like 31,000 or something like that, so, and the fire department is going to be contributing 15,000, and that will come out of their,
Volunteer fund, right?
mhm, out of their volunteer fund, and then we pay the balance, so it's right at, that's why I'm saying, I should have had that total amount, I don't remember now what it was. But if that's due on March 1st,
I was thinking it was later than that too.
Yeah, I just don't feel like it's March.
I was gonna say, I thought it was 1st of May, but
No, it's
no, it's in
I was
March.
thinking March or
March,
maybe
okay.
April even.
No, it's March, I know it's March, so, but I just,
Don't have the exact date.
I
We
don't
almost-
have the exact date. So, and I don't know that,
That should have been listed in our checks. For payment.
Shouldn't we be getting something from the bank as to how much we owe?
No, we should have a payment plan already.
Well, we
Shouldn't we?
don't have a payment book or coupon book or any of that, but we have a letter that says when the payments are due.
mhm.
So I don't know that they'll be sending a reminder, probably not.
Well, we don't, I just wanted, I had this written out here under the financial report,
Mm-hmm.
and so therefore I didn't, can we,
Make a motion to approve that check for the payment for the fire department truck? Because we know approximately what it's gonna be. I mean, it's going directly to the Citizen State Bank of
right,
Oil.
right,
So make a motion to approve the first check to,
Don't we have to take care of this motion first?
which motion are we on?
I move to approve the treasurer's report
Oh,
as read. But it-
oh yeah, we did have a motion
Oh,
and
yes.
seconded,
Yeah.
yes.
yeah, we need to do that one.
Yeah.
Maybe snap it up.
Debbie,
Aye.
Aye.
Carolyn,
Aye.
Norm,
Aye.
Joe.
Aye.
Way to go, Joe.
I was gonna
Good
say,
job. Yeah, this is, I guess that was, we were in the middle of discussion of the financial report, I guess, and that's why
well, it's wrote on the bottom of this, that's why the discussion end of it, I guess, came in.
yes.
But I say I'll make the motion to approve the check to Citizen State Bank of Loyal for the first payment to the fire truck.
I'll second it for discussion.
Okay, the motion is, okay, the motion is made and seconded to approve the mortgage payment to
Citizens,
Citizens Bank for the first payment of the fire truck.
and
Was there something else you wanted?
Well, I don't know, I'm looking on the financial report, December 31st, 2014, and we added the $140,000 loan proceeds from June, so what did that mean? In your reconciliation?
Oh,
It's not in
So
the
that was-
is
reconciliation,
that where I'm
it's
getting
just
the main?
there as,
that was an error in accounting for 6 months of last year, where we always had this 140,000. It had to do with how we recorded the loan on the
And
books.
that's maybe where I'm getting my first of May thing from, in the back of my mind, I don't know.
that could be.
Yeah,
Okay, there's just a point of discussion.
yeah,
And I'm
we
not,
borrowed that money in June, didn't we?
we
Yeah,
did.
but I think they get set it up, the first payment was done after budget, and I believe it was in March that this is due.
well, we can pass the motion and,
If it's
we
not
have
due-
to check
Yeah,
out.
but it's not due, don't pay.
There you go. I can,
Is, excuse me, but does, this loan was approved at a board meeting?
Yes, Yes,
So it.
Why do we have to
We have to
approve
approve the
payments?
checks. We still have to approve the checks going out, because there's limited, we can do payroll, they can write out on their own, and utilities. Otherwise, the board approves the checks going out of here.
Each individual one, right?
Yeah,
yes.
Okay. Can we do that if it isn't on the agenda?
yeah, because we know it's there. I
Okay.
mean, we do know it's there, and the bottom covers this, right here on the agenda.
Okay,
So, we're good, and we're in the financial statement end of it anyway.
okay.
Yeah, so.
It's on here, on the financial statement.
Okay, well, I should have done my homework on the exact amount and the date, but didn't do that, so.
But you think it's gonna be around 16,000?
That's approximately what we will be
That will be
paying,
paying.
yes, yes,
I wanna say 16,000 and some
Something.
dollars.
yes.
Cause
And that
that's what I'm
includes-
kinda remembering from the budget meeting.
Mhm.
Well, plus the 15 from.
Yeah, yeah.
The
Right.
15 is
Yeah.
coming out of the firefighters
That it was,
fund.
there was a $31,000
Right.
payment
Total.
plus, 31,000 plus.
Yep.
Yeah,
Whatever's over 30 is the interest, correct?
no, it's just the payment, we got the schedule of the payments
Okay,
from the
you got
bank.
the amortization schedule?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
so, that was written up on the loan.
So where are we now?
So now, well, we've had discussion, do we want to, now we can,
Vote.
vote.
Debbie,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Carolyn,
Aye,
Norm,
Aye.
Joe.
Aye.
okay. Thank you. Okay, any unfinished business? I know we didn't know of any.
That's unusual.
Yes, it is. New business. Approve, disapprove, authorized purchasers at Menards. We do have the new list of signers for Menards. Denise has it there. We are lacking one signature, which is Ronnie Durfus's. And he's in Texas. So he will be back, I think, like the end of
It's all on
February.
there.
Yeah, it's Pat, Rod Bauer, myself, Ron Durfus, Carolyn, Jason Dummers, and Adam Knapp.
Mhm.
I move that we approve those.
I'll second.
Okay, the motion's been made and seconded to approve the authorized purchasers at Menards. Is there any further discussion? We'll vote.
Joe,
Aye.
Norm,
Aye.
Carolyn,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Debbie.
Aye.
Okay, discussion action on streetlight replacement at Man and County Trunk E. We did get a letter from Marshfield Utilities about the light, the street light at the corner of Man and E. And they were saying in light, no pun intended,
Uh-huh.
In light of.
in light of, he wanted to know, we have three options that, because when County Trunk E is, all torn up, and we can either put the light back on one of the existing poles, and there's no charge associated with that. And number two was put up a new pole on either the corner by the vet clinic or the southwest corner, and that cost would be ours for $400 for the new pole. Or number three, do nothing and have no street light on that corner and see how it goes.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, so I called Jim Griesbach. First of all, I questioned why we would be paying it if they're tearing everything up.
Yeah,
But-
that was the first thing out of my mouth too.
And he said, go with option one, would be put it back on the pole after the work is done. He said, in fact, you may not really even need it because they're taking down the hills there, and that will be a more open intersection anyway. But he said he would suggest that we go with putting the light on one of the existing poles, just like it is now.
I'll move that we on the corner of Man and E, we put the light back on one of the existing poles after reconstruction.
I'll second.
Okay, the motion's been made to put the light on one of the existing poles after the reconstruction of County Trunk E, at that intersection of E and Man. And I guess, is there any discussion about that?
Yes.
Mhm.
The comment that he made on that is the light would be relatively ineffective, as it would be out of range. And I looked at that corner, and that light pole was moved, I'm gonna say 100 feet from where it used to be, where it used to keep getting mowed off when the cars couldn't stop at the intersection. And now, if it goes to the next pole to the north of that, that's gonna be another 100 feet or more north of the intersection. It's kind of right in, it's kind of in line with the center of the vet building in a north-south direction. So it's quite a ways up there. And I guess the only reason that I think that is a good option is my personal thought was option number 3, no light would probably be a good option too. And like he said, this would be, by doing this, it would kind of, we'll find out if it's, how good it is and if it's needed or not.
Okay, so.
Along with that, I've got, what other lights do we have that we pay for? I know there's 2 other lights along E. Do we pay for those? I think there's one at the Highland Street. And then there's one that I think is in the middle, it isn't by a street at all.
I pay for one.
You pay for one of them, okay. Which one is that?
At M226,
Right on
right on,
along the highway, okay,
right on
okay.
Well, I think that from our earlier discussion that we were having here about, what we're paying for and where it comes from, either Alliant or Marshfield, maybe it'd be a good idea to find out just exactly where we are paying for street lights. I didn't realize that we were paying for several. I guess I just didn't even think about it.
Because, I come up further up Highway E, there's other T roads going in there. Birch
Yeah.
Street, there's no light there, there's no light in the other 2 subdivisions, on Davis and on Winter.
We're real close
Yeah.
to Davis,
Yours, that's the one you're paying for, is just south of Davis, right?
just south of Davis.
Okay, that's the one that's,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's on the east side of the road.
And then, then Elm, there's none there. And the
Yeah, why bother?
my question was, why do we need one? But
Yeah,
if we can have, of course, we've been paying for it yet.
well, if they take it down, then we shouldn't be paying for it, correct?
Well, that won't be anything to pay for if we don't put one.
Are they
if we have none.
Are they moving all the power lines and everything too, honey, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's in this
Mhm.
letter.
Yeah. I know they were talking about running power up at different lines
And they're starting this month, or.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because what is it, what'd you say it costs us, $10 a light a month?
The ones on Man are what, 8 something?
Yeah, there's 2 on Man and St. Joseph,
Yeah.
Man and E and St. Joseph, and they're 8 something a piece. And then we pay about $30 to
Alliant,
Alliant. And I don't know what that's for.
well, the new ones on,
Drake, Stott,
and
what's the other one?
Galvin, is
Is
that
there one?
Marshfield? I don't know.
Galvin, that's a county road again, it's AAA.
Yeah,
Of course, it always wasn't, so maybe we are paying for
we
it.
might be paying for it
I know
anyway,
we're
huh?
paying, I know we're paying for the one on Stott and Drake,
Okay.
and then the other one is, there's none on Elm. Right?
I think we need to check on that, find out the locations, because if we're paying for them on AAA anymore, that's county, they should be getting billed for that, not us.
Well, we just need to find out where
Right.
our lights are, period. And then, But with this one, going back to this one, do you want to just not have any? Jim Griesbach said, we'll go with option one, to put it back on the existing pole, but, or he said, I'm not sure that you're gonna
You gotta
even
say
need
that
one.
right, we're putting it back on one of the existing poles.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, see, the guy from Marshall Utilities came in and talked to me one day. It's my understanding that they're taking that pole down.
Right.
And if you want that light there, you have to pay to put that pole back up.
That's option 2.
That's option two.
That was the $400.
When he says put it on an existing pole, he means one,
Down
like
the
you
road.
said, out of range.
Yeah,
For
down
the
the
same
road
it's
from
out
there,
there.
one
Yeah.
way or the other, down the road.
Yeah.
Like you said, about 100 feet or something, or,
It'll be further than what it
This
was
is-
now, yeah.
yeah.
I'll withdraw the motion.
This
I'll
is-
withdraw the motion and.
Well, don't withdraw the motion. That still might be a good thing to do right now, if we don't mind letting the $8 a month go and see how it acts, with the light that far away. You can always, if we decide that it's useless, we can always tell them to take it
That
down.
might be a good idea to put it there too, though, but if we're gonna, because we're gonna have bike trails too.
Yeah. No, I don't have an issue with putting it there, but
Yeah.
I definitely wasn't interested in spending $400 to put it there.
Yeah, right,
Right.
right. None of us
We'll
were,
do it
so.
for nothing and put it
Yeah.
on something and we'll watch what it does.
So we'll just have them put the light back on one of the existing poles.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might not be a bad idea to have one there for the bikers if we end up getting, people biking in summer to have that extra light over that way.
At that intersection.
Yeah.
Even though it's not right at the intersection, it's,
Yeah.
They'll set that and then we'll get the feel of how that is and we can
Yeah.
decide down the road what
Okay.
we want to do with it.
okay,
Yeah, we can always have a poll later.
okay.
Or don't pay the bill and they'll shut it off and then we don't have to worry about it.
Okay, Debbie,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Carolyn,
Aye,
Norm,
Aye.
Joe.
Aye.
okay. So we'll let them know, and then I think we'll do some investigation on the lights. Okay, going on next, we just need to approve, disapprove Travis Patton as a probationary member of the fire department.
I move that we approve Travis Patton as probationary member of the McMillan Fire Department.
I'll second that motion.
The motion has been made and seconded to approve Travis Patton as a probationary member of the fire department. Is there any discussion? Denise?
Joe,
Aye.
Norm,
Aye.
Carolyn,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Debbie.
Aye.
Okay, the last thing is approve, disapprove February tax settlement payments. So,
Okay, I just took my last payments in Saturday's mail, so I have no idea where the numbers are or anything, but the payments have to be out February 20th. Is that right, Denise? Yeah. February 20th?
I thought it was the 15th, but.
No, it's later for February, I think it's the 20th. So I need approval to make those payments.
so this is just making the tax payments to,
The county, for the county's payment, the state payment, and MFL taxes, to Marshfield School District, Spencer School District, Stratford School District, Mid-State Tech, North Central, Community College.
okay,
For the February settlement, which is the money that we collected in January, it's their share of that money.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
okay, the motion has been made and seconded to approve the February tax settlement payments. Any discussion?
Is there a checking over Debbie Durkis by any chance?
No.
No.
Okay, Debbie,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Carolyn,
Aye.
Norm,
Aye.
Joe.
Aye.
Okay, motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those that want to stick around? Motion carried.
So today was the discussion night for all of the villagers, huh? And nobody showed up.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Thank you all.
Today's quick meeting, we gotta get this down for
Good luck to
slides,
you.
I'm having quick meetings before football starts.
Yeah.
say,
Kitty this week.
Good job. How's she doing?
probably gonna have to take on a little one.
Oh, is she?
Hope you know some good
She
things.
was beat up pretty good this last summer when that was.
I can see
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she was.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, she was tough.